Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fairway Media. We've got All Day Disc Golf presenting the 2022 Summer End Fling, sponsored by Fort George. Round 2, Part 2. Thank you, Jesse and Madison Tomeno. I'm Justin Banks here with Aaron Hersey. How you doing?
Doing great. Ready for some more disc golf here.
Yes, let's finish up this awesome course. We've got you. We've got Micah Moorhead. We've got our boy Sam Damari and Daniel Kitchens.
Yeah, see how this tournament ends up here on the last few holes.
So hole 12, for part 4, I believe it's the third one, and it is 540 feet. Pretty long one. Tell us how you play it.
Yeah, I throw, I think mostly a forehand. Kind of depends on the wind. You get a little bit more wind out here in the open by the water, but just something out into the field so that you can have a relatively short approach to the basket because it is on that berm, slightly elevated. Wow, that really kind of turned over there from Daniel. Forehand.
Yeah, this feels like a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind right there.
It was getting windier the whole round, yes. I'm trying to do the same, and I think I did the exact same, pulling it left.
Yeah, it's super hard to film. Unfortunately, the angle right there cuts off.
Yeah, the wind was doing some weird things at this point.
Oh, there's the wind. Like, finally kicked in.
And then we've got one backhand for the card after 3 forehands. And that looks pretty solid there. So we'll all have some pretty lengthy approaches to the elevated basket here. Yeah, like I was saying, kind of a scary green. If you go too far behind, the branches and the trees there are very difficult to contend with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grabbing my actually my putting putter here, my Judge, throwing a forehand up.
Yeah, great shot.
Wow.
You
got it to land right on top.
Yeah, I got it to stick. So I was going with the putter. Didn't want any skip.
A big old bird.
Use the bird as a wind read here.
Daniel throwing the forehand up there too. More spiking, but the wind just kind of carries it a little far. Micah keeping it lower, a little better line. Looks like probably a mid-range with the way it skipped.
He took the half pipe route.
Yeah. Let's see. Tony Hawk style points.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that little tiny branch just totally denying Daniel's.
I bet he was going for it, though.
Oh, yeah. And there is her second attempt at putting it in.
He wanted that par, or the 3, excuse me.
Yeah.
Or,
That would have been for
forget where
par.
we're at right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
This will be for
This is for
bogey.
par. Right, yeah. Where are we? We're at Fort Stevens.
There he goes.
Yeah, he wants that back.
And a little tap
Good
in for
job.
my birdie.
Bird. Yes, excellent job. Way to dice this hole up.
Yeah, this was
You're making par 4. You better make it take advantage.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, this was a good one to get on Daniel, picking up 2 strokes.
Yeah. So again, this is the drone flight where I didn't fly it correctly, but you can kind of see it to the right there where it's kind of lighter colored. You throw from the tree line downwards. I got a little excited because the hole after that is pretty fun. So I just kind of flew right up the hill.
Yeah, so we're passing the tee pad right now on the right there, and you kind of shoot between the 2 trees towards the water. The basket is kind of protected in a little bit of a divot, makes it look closer than it actually is.
Yeah.
Throwing a forehand here.
So the weather's definitely better than yesterday. Yesterday was super foggy at this point. So this is a little more clear.
Backhand from Sam that gets a nice skip forward. Micah can put it close to the basket, hanging it out wide.
310 downhill. mean, most people are gonna want to go for it, right?
Yeah, it's just it's kind of tough. Like it looks so attackable and right there, but the wind kind of takes hold of it once it gets off the hill and out of those two trees.
Yeah, that kind of got cut off early, and Heiser left. So you've got this hill to go down again.
Yep, just throwing my berg up there, trying to be close. Collect my par.
And you did.
Sam doing the same there. Using the ground play to be close. Might go with a circle 2 putt here. Ooh.
Got some distance saved on that bounce. That hill is right there.
Let's see if Daniel can
Where
cash.
Daniel's pitting from.
Yeah, cash in a birdie for the card.
Tailwind, it looks like.
Nice shot, man.
Very nice.
Bird.
Those will come look like daggers, I think.
The putter that Daniel uses?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he puts with. Can't remember.
I know, we'll put him in.
All right, on to hole 14. This is a fun one, kind of up on
Yes.
elevated tee, shooting down towards the water. Really great views all around.
This has to be the iconic hole of the course.
Yeah, and so passing the tee pad here, basket is over off to the left, kind of behind that one solitary tree. Just lots of airspace
the
to
one
work
out
with.
here. Mm-hmm.
And try and get a good wind read off someone else.
Yep, 430 feet downhill. Try not to get distracted with the cool view.
Yep. The one tip I got from my friend who played earlier than me was don't be first off of this tee pad. You want a wind read. Daniel throwing a big forehand. Not really needing a wind read, just puts it out there. Try and follow. Run something more stable than I did yesterday. And
That wind is just
Got down there.
disc out.
yeah, just a little too stable. Or I didn't give it enough width. Backhand play here.
Pretty stable. Come on.
Gonna come back right now.
Ooh,
Excuse me.
pretty close there, playing some pinball on the tree. This course, I think one of my favorite parts is that there are just so many options off the tee. You get to be really creative, try and backhand or
Holy
forehand.
straight drive.
Skip it.
That is a great
Oh, wow,
shot
it's perfect.
by Micah, putting
I thought it
it
was way long and then it's...
very close.
That's a rapper.
Yeah, that looks so fun to throw from. Good run by Sam. They'll be up there for 3. Textbook upshot. Good job.
Yeah, I think I was going into the wind there. Didn't want anything to pop up and get away from me, so. Ooh.
A little high for Daniel.
Get so used to watching that step putt just go in. It's weird that it didn't. Nice cleanup there for par. Finally getting to Micah's drive here. Ooh,
Excellent too.
right over the rim.
Last second drop
It's
right
gotta
there.
feel good.
Oh yeah. Hard cleanup for Sam, and I will do the same.
So let's go to 15. We got a cool view behind the tee pad here. Gotta get that in the drone footage. So it's 205 feet from this tree line to another, and a little bit of small options down here to pipe through. The basket is protected heavily.
Yeah, really small window on this hole. Kind of a high floor and a low ceiling, and then a very small width with which to try and penetrate to get close to the basket here.
It's almost like they shouldn't call this a par 3. This is a don't bogey hole. Meaning like your first. This is a whole poke and pray.
Right. Yeah. Don't mess up the tee shot, basically.
Yeah.
Because it is if you go left early, it can be a challenge getting anywhere close to the basket. These are all looking like potential pars.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Ooh, large branch of that, fortunately.
Yeah, I was
Went left.
really liking it out of my hand, but yeah, I caught that guardian tree down the gap we're trying to go down.
Oh.
And then
Trees, man.
pulls it a little right. Very, like I said, very small window on this hole. Despite it being 205 feet. The left side, you can kind of see how terrible it can be. Very low ceiling, a lot of scraggly branches. Just waiting to grab a disc.
Get it. Get it. Oh my god.
Man, forehand skills, so fun to watch.
And can put it in there. It's like a par layup.
So looks like we've got about 10-footer. Daniel, not a problem.
Looks like it'll be a par frame, I believe, here.
Yeah, man, you were a hot mess there for a
Seriously.
second. You're right. You can't cut that.
I'm trying to be polite here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just boing.
I've had it happen in tournaments.
All right, now from the shortest hole on the
Oh,
course
yeah?
to the longest,
Was it recently?
with hole 16 coming up here.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, hole 16's 1,030 feet, par 5, biggest one. And yeah, I think it used to be like a shooting range or a grenade range or something from that little concrete area. Anyway, so we're going down this open, obvious fairway. Don't go right and left.
Yeah, I mean, only par 5 on the course, far longest hole, but really precision is the name of the game on this hole. Got to keep it in the middle if you want to try and have a look at birdie. Any shots that end up off the fairway, you kind of have to start playing for par or worse. Today was a little bit better on the weight. I think day one we had 3 cards we were waiting for when we got here, but today got to just go and shoot right away, so didn't have to warm up again after the weight. Got Micah throwing first.
Ooh, he turns it over.
And this is another hole where you definitely want a wind read before you have to throw your disc. You're shooting from elevation. You don't
He's
really.
probably 2 trees back.
Yeah.
Not too far.
It's a kind of a hole oriented in a different direction than we've been playing. So you really don't know what the disc is going to do until you see someone else throw it. And you'll see in that, trying to have something a little bit more stable.
It's like a clean hyzer from Daniel.
And then that pretty much center cut there. That's a good drive.
Probably the Hades again.
I'm going more stable here. I think because it was
Okay.
the headwinds, and I'm going with my Rive.
Gotcha.
And
Yep, you took the right side, but still down the middle.
yeah, that's for my forehand, that's my preferred spot to be there. And Sam doing similarly, just on the left side.
Yeah, similar to Daniel.
Yep.
Yep, so Micah is probably trying to just bike it off a little bit of angle here.
Yeah, he does really well to throw. I think
That's
that was
so
a
good, dude.
forehand spike, pretty much just pitching out.
Yeah, you kind of have to accept par at that point, but everything else has to be clean, so it's still good golf left.
Shot.
Yep.
Center
That
cut.
would have been so much better if I wouldn't have hit that.
Yeah, as Sam said, that was
Yeah,
center
some
cut,
distance.
but yeah, it took a little off of it with that branch hit. Daniel
Wow.
throwing his forehand thrower. Looks like he got it down good, just a little too straight up and down. Cuts
Yeah.
left a little early.
Immaculate shot.
Yeah, throwing a musket there. It's a disc I really like for a little bit of a turnover, and then a
That really shaped the fairway nicely. That was really cool.
yeah, I was very happy with that shot.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Micah had so much fun in the woods, wanted to go back,
Good.
but he gets a nice
A little
lap
tree
out.
love.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sam ripping one down the middle, looking pretty good.
Very nice.
Might end up a little left, but lots of distance.
Yeah, this is where Daniel was first round on his second shot. Ooh, so dangerous playing around those poles.
So close to them.
left. Big pitch.
So yeah, when you're in that spot,
That was a monster crush.
yeah, Micah has great power, especially even from that standstill.
That was really cool.
Yeah, those poles, you just gotta probably not think about them. Pretend they're not there when you make that shot. Otherwise, you just focus on them too much. And
Oh, that flexed out late.
almost a really great forehand flex there.
So this is your third?
That was my third shot, throwing a MD3 up there.
Wow.
And Sam pitching up.
Oh, tree shelf. Convenient.
Yeah, very. Do you know where this came in as for difficulty?
Oh yeah, so let me take a look. So hole 16 is pretty much near the most difficult. There's 3 other harder holes. Playing at 5.27, a little over par.
Yeah, this was a hard hole to play. People took some large numbers, I know.
Yeah, this round does have 2 birdies.
This is like I can get this comebacker. Oh,
Oof.
man.
Yes, sir.
It's a good par from Daniel. Par is a great
Yeah.
finish on this hole.
Spoiler alert, you get this.
Nice birdie.
You birdie it twice.
Yeah, got
Great.
It's both rounds.
Got it both.
Great
stick.
execution. Both
I mean,
times.
that could be the only 2 birdies he did.
Yeah, Daniel was about right. Joe Nelson got was the 3rd birdie of the round, or the whole tournament. I got it this one. You got both rounds.
Yeah.
So yeah, hole 17 was the closest to the fun action that we didn't get to really go into until afterwards. But yeah, 325 feet for hole 17, par 3. This does go left after the first tree line. So tell me how you play it.
Yeah, this one's really tough, I think, to get a birdie look. These it just carries so far left after making that turn. Try and throw something relatively stable and fast and low so that it gets a big skip left into the basket. But with how the fairway shapes up, not much else will get you close. So I'm trying to get that spike in. And
Oh no, a little early.
yeah, just
Got eaten up.
yep. see if Daniel can do any better
Gonna
here.
get some height on it.
Yeah, it's looking pretty
Ooh,
good.
lucky skip and a glance and some ground love.
Yeah, it's a
Got a view.
good shot.
See if Sam can follow up similar.
Ooh, taking the inside line, but still pushing forward.
Yeah, he got the nice grass love. He went forward as well. Similar putting angle. Micah's chance to keep it flowing. Oh, wow. Actually, that's really close to all of the three there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're furthest out. Throwing some bird love.
Yeah. Try and maybe throw it in.
Oh my goodness.
Just a couple inches away.
That was so pretty. Almost made it.
Yeah, I love the berg. Oh,
Oh, another almost make.
let's see if Daniel can make the correction. Stepper. Bucket.
Wow. We are getting blessed with putting show.
Sam also. Wow. I mean, those 4 shots are great. I mean,
Wow.
Micah and I missing by just a couple inches, and then Sam and Daniel hitting their circle 2 putts.
They sure don't care about the camera being there on that. That's fantastic.
Got to show that we are a lead card here.
Super fun to promote you guys. It's so fun to watch. All right, let's go to hole 17.
18?
Oh, 18, excuse me. Yeah. It was a little dark in the in the shadow there in the morning. So,
Yeah.
Par 3, 235. Go ahead.
Yeah, you kind of climb up onto the side of the hill and try and throw something left or right here. Really narrow fairway and then a low ceiling as you try and fly close to the basket or skip to the basket. But a lot of sticks on the ground that make the ground play kind of inconsistent. Really easy to throw it too far with it only being 235 and having elevation as Daniel shows us there. Like, you really power down, but it still goes too far. And then Sam trying to make the correction, but a little bit too
Yeah,
slow.
there's a root in the way or something. Or a sticker bush.
And trying to
You
get...
get a flare that doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it
Dang.
just kind of goes straight up in the air. Like I said, the ground play is very inconsistent. And another one that just goes too far. It's a tough hole, despite it being 235. Like, they have a couple really shorter holes, but they're not easy. It's a good shot.
Yep, just get it there.
Yep, not trying to run it there. Branches make it almost impossible.
Now, when you play, do you pay attention to scores?
I don't look at scores at all until the round's over.
Nice.
Yeah, so I have no
Nice.
idea. Yeah, I just try and do my best on every hole, every shot. Try not to let anything else affect me.
Yeah, that's a fun, or not fun. Sorry, that's a healthy outlook when it comes to keeping in the zone. Oh,
So close.
so yeah, do you know anything about this gear that Daniel's wearing?
So yeah, Daniel, I believe, is wearing one of his collegiate jerseys. Daniel does a really great job running the Oregon Collegiate Disc Golf competition. So if you're a collegiate disc golf player in one of the Oregon schools or even one of the Pacific Northwest schools, you should definitely reach out to Daniel and see how you can get involved. He's got a bunch of schools running events through the school year.
That is really good to get young athletes into disc golf. That's really cool.
Yeah, I wish I had been able to play disc golf in college. It would have been fun.
Let's go on to hole 19. We've got a really cool tee area. It's par 4, 560. We have to get around all of these trees, get out into the open. Basket will be on the left, past this last tree.
Yeah, really kind of 2 lanes off of the tee that are, you want to try and hit, but not easy, pretty small gaps. And if you hit them, you still have 530 feet or so to go. I'm trying for a forehand kind of turnover. And
Oh no, punished.
barely, yeah. So I think I still have about 520 feet from where I ended up. I went straight right up onto this hill.
And starting now, we've got Micah.
He pierced,
Going right side.
pierced the gap, it looks like.
Nice.
Pushing forward.
Yeah, next time I come out here, I'll definitely have 2 cams. Unfortunately, the second one had a late cancellation here, so we'll do it working with what we got here. And then let's see Daniel go forehand right side.
Yeah, that was a great shot. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And Sam getting a little sneaky.
Misrelease, unfortunately.
And here's where mine ended up.
Overhand. Prayer.
Yeah,
Right.
trying to. I think I was trying to throw a roller, but there was not much from where I was.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think it rolled right into this tree where all I had was an overhand hammer.
Excellent. I'm glad I got at that flight. You got pretty close.
Yeah, I think about 25 or 30 feet. Ultimate Frisbee hammer coming in handy there. Like a pretty easy approach here with the second shot. Daniel way up here on his first shot. Run the forehand approach.
Yeah, this blade has one pretty hard hole as well, 4.18. Just one hole easier than the long hole 16, because that first tree gap is super hard to get out of.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah, if you hit that, it's pretty tough to get par. But I'm trying to do so here.
Yep.
And cash it in.
Right into the pole. Oh no. Hey, there's a sailboat up there.
Yeah, some nice views in the background here. Oh,
No, Micah.
jeez, just kind of hung on the rim there. Ooh, that one
Ooh,
tried
I
to
got
do the
lucky on
same.
that. That was left side. And Sam finishes out at a double. So let's take us to hole 20. We're throwing back down to a similar angle there, where you travel up the hill and throw back towards the valley here.
Yeah, another fun, slightly elevated tee shot. Pretty open, just a couple guardian trees down there. But pretty attainable birdie here, as long as you have 300 feet of distance.
Oh yeah, and this is where the squirrel factory is. There's a bunch of like underground lair right there.
A bunch of very well-fed squirrels. Daniel teeing off first here. Heiser out wide. Ooh. If I remember correctly, the ground play around this basket was very inconsistent. You'd get huge spikes in some spots, and then just it would dig in and not move on the others. Prefer the forehand on this one. And
Oh,
just barely clipped
the
it.
one object.
Yeah. Wide open hole, and I found the guardian.
Good thing you got a 3-stroke buffer to deal with that.
Yeah, I didn't know it at the time, but
Right?
I was stressing a little bit, thinking that I was not playing so well. And that's a great shot by Sam right there.
So, yeah, I couldn't decide where to stand on this one, if I remember right.
Good job.
Trying to get my par. Micah looking for his birdie.
Ooh, it rose on him.
Another stepper from Daniel.
Probably the coolest putt of all the tournament.
I mean, that was like below the basket height, and then just caught some wind, rose right up into the chains. That was fun.
Yeah, let's check it again.
Yeah, just watch the elevation of this. Dropping, and then rise. Wow.
Super fun to watch.
Yeah, frisbees are fun. Micah, unfortunately, having a couple 3 putts this round that I'm sure he would love to have back.
Good birdie.
Yeah, those 2 birdies were totally different, but fun to watch both. All right. I like this course a lot. I wish I lived closer.
Yeah. I mean, the nice thing about it is they have a bunch of camping, so you can definitely make a
Make it a weekend.
weekend or
Absolutely.
yeah.
So let's go to hole 21, opposite angle, closer to the parking lot, 412 feet, shooting towards the festival.
Yep. This is a little bit of a bomber. I believe both days was a little bit of a headwind. We'll see, I guess, on the shots here, but pretty protected green for being over 400 feet.
And by the way, thanks again to All Day Disc Golf. They have really stepped up and made this community absolutely thrive. Really appreciate their involvement in disc golf. It's fantastic to have the Tomatoes involved.
100% love playing in Jesse's tournaments. He does a great job, always on top of everything, and very professional.
Oh yeah.
Can't recommend him enough. Also, All Day Disc Golf, great shop, very knowledgeable.
Oh yeah. Plus they have beer.
Oh yeah,
Beer is good.
this is true.
And a great selection too. All right. Great drive. Unfortunately, it goes a little bit more left. Kind of cuts you off.
Yeah, not a great line from where I ended up there.
400 feet. I think it's clearly obvious. Our opposite wind of the last one. So really testing your golf skills here.
Yep, definitely. Micah's a great shot right there. Good flight. Daniel ended up over kind of left side like me, lining up this looks like putter forehand roller. And
Not terrible. That's
Not
good.
terrible,
He's
yeah.
got one tree in the way. Yeah.
I think he wanted it a little bit more upright on landing, but those are can be tough. It's definitely within his range now, though. I'm just trying to get sneaky through here. Get my par. See if Daniel can throw in another putt. Yes, he can. Another great putt.
Yep.
Yeah, birdie from Micah.
Good bird, Micah.
Not too many birdies on this hole, I would guess.
So yeah, hole 21. Micah was the only birdie
Yeah.
of round 2 for MPO,
A pretty easy one.
and none in round 1.
Yeah, that's a good get.
So 2 more holes in this beautiful course. This is 300 feet, par 3. Cool trees. Don't hit them.
Yeah, it's kind of got like a, think about it as sort of like a soccer goalpost that you're trying to shoot through there at the beginning with the crossbar.
It's no Mando, but
Yeah,
it kind of looks like it's been put there.
indeed. Makes for a fun tee shot. Definitely gets in your head. Another spot where you'll see all kinds of different options trying to be thrown. That looks like a pretty good option right there, just throwing it to the basket. Not as easy as it looks.
So the hovercraft play is ideal. Got it.
Yeah. Remote control disc to the basket. Daniel throwing the forehand through. Just a little too stable. Alright, so we've got 2 backhands so far, 1 forehand.
Oh, it leaks left.
Yeah. I'm gonna try the forehand.
Leopard, maybe?
This is a heat.
Okay. Higher speed. Ooh.
Yeah, just turned it over a little bit too much. I'm up first here. And just kind of shanked my first approach there.
Comes Daniel going for it again.
Definitely, probably see the step putt come out. As long as he's got space with that tree there. Might have a low ceiling. There's the step. Oh,
Ooh. Slightly off.
kind of an unfortunate roll.
That's probably in this range.
Here's
There's your 3 up.
my par attempt here. And just off the nub. Had made it all the way through the tournament without a bogey, and second to last hole, I get it.
Bogey.
Yeah.
The only bogey.
Daniel hitting the same spot on the basket as I did.
Yeah. Daniel had a bogey there too, unfortunately.
Good par from Sam. See if Micah can get a birdie on the hole.
I knew I was nervous on that.
I got a feeling he's gonna nail this.
Yes.
Buckets. Good birdie.
Excellent job, Micah. Looks like Played Against Sports out of Corvallis is helping him out too, so that's pretty awesome to see his support.
Yeah, I believe Micah plays out of Sweet Home, Oregon, which is near Corvallis.
Excellent.
Yeah, Sam plays out of Carson, Washington, Daniel's in Hillsborough, and I'm in Portland. So all
All right.
somewhat local.
Yeah. So what a fun round. You guys get to show the love there. So hole 23, the final hole is 225 feet. Slide hyzer, and the elevated basket has 1 tree to deal with.
Yeah, pretty short hole again. I think this might be one of the easier holes. Works out very great for Berg shot for me personally. You can actually see my CTP flag from round 1 there. Micah going for the standstill. And great shot.
Yeah, so 9 of the 11 players of MPO got this birdie round 2. So let's see if any guys here are in the short list. Ooh, good run.
And a nice roll back towards the basket. Throwing something stable out there, sneaking up the hill.
Really clean.
Pick up my Berg.
$200-ish.
Yeah. I had a
A little bit more than that, yeah. All right, so furthest out, we got Sam. Trying not to be on the short list. This guy is super fun to watch. He'll make this, of course.
Yeah,
Good
Thunder at the
shot.
chains.
Probably, I think it's me next.
Daniel next.
Yep, there we go, Daniel.
Good birdie.
Good bird.
Thanks.
All right, so we put you within one. No pressure that you didn't know about.
Yep. Just still only about
That's where this is where it helps not to not know, right?
Yep.
Because you need to make it, no matter. Well, you don't need to make it, but mentally in the moment, you're like, I have to make every shot.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Birdie.
Well done.
Good win, Aaron.
Great job, Aaron.
Super fun tournament. How many wins is that for you?
I don't know. I've only got a couple MPO wins. This is definitely the biggest one. Feel pretty happy about it.
It's a pleasure.
Got to shout out my sponsor, Friction Gloves.
Either way,
The
either way.
gloves that I wear
Fuck
while
it.
I'm throwing. They are the guy who owns the company.
Thanks, buddy.
is
That was
local
a
in
pleasure, y'all.
Oregon.
Excellent. So yeah, that took you to your 8th win. I just looked it up just so
Okay.
I didn't sound silly. Very cool. Very fun to do this with you. Appreciate your joining me there.
Yeah.
Take a look at these awesome highlights. Check out all the sponsors. Go to the course. Go to All Day Disc Golf.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you again, Aaron, for joining me on this.
My pleasure to be here, and don't forget to subscribe and like Fairway Media.
Woohoo! See you on the next one, everybody. Awesome.
Sweet.
All right. Thank you again, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, this was fun.
Super fun. I will